Doe je mensen in de building verder. Check je mensen in de building verder. Like the mensen in the building. Ga je aan het anders doen, op je aan het anders doen, you feel me, gents? So verder vandaag, gents, I got something for it, like something crazy, yeah. Something crazy, yeah. You feel me, gents? So verder vandaag we're gonna be reacting to how Connie Ferguson became Mzansi's most debated actress, Bye. If y'all been living under a rock, I'm gonna explain to you what's been happening. Fede, Mtana's a passion Connie Ferguson saying she can't act, she's pop. Is it true? I don't care. We're gonna find that out on this video, Fede. So let's start the video. Let me start having Fede. Yo. I ain't say this in a minute, I missed the old booze. But let's start the video.
Then you might have come across a very interesting video that had something very crazy to say.
Someone has to say this, and unfortunately it has to be me. I might get a lot of hate for this, but I'm used to hate. I can handle it. But Connie Ferguson can't act, guys. Connie Ferguson can't act at all.
I feel like, wait. How do you feel pausing? I feel like she doesn't really need to tap how to act. Like, sure, she can like act. Okay, sure, like she can't act, but I don't think it really matters to her in the end of the day. Cause boy, listen, hear me out, boy. Got what I'm about to cook. Got what I'm about to cook, gents. Fit it. I feel like, what more does she have to prove, boy? She's already rich. She owns media companies. My nigga, she has multiple awards. But she owns the freaking whole. She owns the film industry. Basically, it's hers. But she doesn't need to prove that much, boy. And like I feel like also like the thing of like, preparing before the acting. I don't think she has time, boy. Like imagine you're a businessman and then you must also act. Like you won't be like the new bro that's hungry for the role. You understand what I'm trying to say, gents? You feel me, gents? Or am I tripping? But I mean, Fede, that's how I see it, dog. I don't think she has that hunger. Like she doesn't need that hunger anymore, Fede. Like to her, boy, she's just chowing the money. She's chilling, just chowing guap, Fede. Now she's up. I don't think she genuinely needs like the acting skills anymore to really like propel her, because she's already on like levels nobody has ever touched in terms of like acting. You have. That's what I feel. I've always say, but if bros are hitting on me, dog, as long as I'm making money. Like imagine people are hitting on you and you're making money. That's not. They still broke in the end of the day. No offense to you, dog.
At all. This woman acts like that's how she is in real life. Like if you were to approach Connie in real life, what you see on TV is what you'll get in real life. I felt like her character Veronica needed someone who has emotions and emotional depth, someone who can express, someone who can cry. When she's angry, you can see it. When she's happy, you can see it. That lady was nonchalant from season 2.
You see, this very...
Yo, they say she was nonchalant. Yo, Isaiah Carl.
TikTok videos sparked a very interesting discussion in South Africa, and that was the fact that can Connie Ferguson actually act? Because you've got people even in the comment section below.
Yeah, no, to be honest, nah, boy, she's pop. I'm not gonna lie. When it comes to acting, that's my opinion. She's pop. She's bombs, boy. Yo, she's garbage. Boy, even I could act better. Even, boy, I'm just being honest, boy. Don't get caught at me, boy. It's just I'm just telling you how I see it, boy. She's pop. But she doesn't need to be good. Like, you understand what I'm trying to say, gents? Like, you got what I'm trying to say, boy. Like, she doesn't have to be dog. She's already financially. There's no point to be She doesn't have the hunger, boy. And she doesn't need to.
Expressing the same sentiment, with one comment saying, Cindy Latu would have killed this role. I trust her, alluding to the fact that if they had given this role to somebody else, she would have done better than Connie Ferguson. And even another comment said, somebody finally said it, hence she hates talented actresses like Batiswandara and Rumi Chuene, to name a few. And this comment would actually gain 844 likes. But even a crazier comment for those who've actually watched the series saying, hence her husband initially made her into a mermaid, gaining 3,000 likes. She loves hiring herself as the lead actress in her productions, also gaining 3,000 likes. And a more interesting comment saying she's always playing Karabo, gaining 4,000 likes. One thing is clear, and that's the fact that Connie Ferguson's role as Veronica in the latest season of Kings of Joburg has many people split on the internet. You see, the third season of Kings of Joburg, which actually premiered on Netflix in June 2025, has received a mixed bag of reactions.
Is it a show? But I've never watched this show. I won't even lie, but I'm gonna keep it a buck, chance. Like me, I'm gonna tell you how it is, but I've never watched this show. But is it a show? Should I watch it? I just never felt the need to watch it.
A lot of the discontent from viewers stem from a perceived decline in production quality, weak script writing, and also a dissatisfaction with the narrative direction. You see, one thing that will actually lead many people to dislike the latest season of Kings of Joburg is poor editing and CGI. There's a lot of social media posts and also reviews that have highlighted the subpar editing within the show, with visible errors like the cameraman appearing in a scene or even inconsistent continuity. A good example of this would be Connie Ferguson's character wearing the same outfit across multiple days within the show. You see, the CGI, especially in the supernatural elements of the show, has been called as terrible by some viewers, with one user on Twitter comparing.
But boy, I feel like we should be used to CGI being pop in South Africa. Like, boy, CGI is pop in South Africa. But have you seen when they're trying to make like a ghost in Mzansi Magic movie or show? But that shit looks, yo, dog, you can see like it's a person, dog. Boy, you can see it's a person, dog. Like, boy, boy, it's chai, boy. South African CGI is pop, boy. It's boy, it's bombs. Maraho, boy. Maraho, dog. I say it, dog. That shit is, yo, boy. I don't know, dog. Like, except for Netflix movies. But boy, South Africans, boy, but we need to, boy, we can't make our movies, dog. When we comparing ourselves to America, boy, we can't make our movies, dog. Boy, Tolaguti, like a Loction Bioscope movie only has like 20 people max that made the movie. How does it take 20 people to make one movie? Boy, that doesn't even make sense. It can't take 20 people to make one movie. That's why Loction Bioscope is pop. So nowadays it's not even funny, dog.
The production quality to an unfavorable
that shit pisses me off, boy.
Effort,
Makes me quiet.
saying this was horrible and even the CGI was terrible. What exactly did you expect from Connie Tyler Perry Ferguson? Hashtag Kings of Joburg Season 3. But even crazier was an article released by Briefly that would address these very claims head on, with the title being South Africa disappointed by Kings of Joburg's poor editing skills in viral snippet on TikTok. Clearly something went horribly wrong with the video editing. However, it doesn't end there, because the script of the show and even the plot issues have also come under fire, with critics slamming the script as quote-unquote bad, arguing that it fails to
wait. Sorry, boy. Sorry. Off topic, nyana. Career off topic. Boy, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Connie Ferguson is some OG fine shit, boy. Hush Caramine, dog. Like, if I was like maybe 30 or 40, boy, she'd be my crush, boy. Like, I won't even lie. Boy, she's low-key bad. Like, boy, don't disagree with me. I feel like you don't see what I'm seeing. Like, facial wise, boy, she's some fine shit, bro. Like, you must cover it, man. You must peep it. Not on the show. But you must peep it. Maybe like when she's posting or something, boy. I won't lie, bro. I might need me a sugar mama, dog. That PS5 ain't gonna get itself. But that PS5 is not gonna buy itself, boy. I won't lie. That PlayStation 5 is not cheap. You feel me?
justify a majority of the plot decisions, such as killing off key characters like Mo and Veronica. And the shift towards mysticism has also been questioned, with some feeling that it clashes with the series' crime drama roots. And actually, if you do something interesting and you go onto Rotten Tomatoes, on one of the reviews for Kings of Joburg Season 3, a critic highlights this very same sentiment, saying in its third season, Kings of Joburg has swung towards the mystical, and we're not quite sure if this is going to play well with the series' overall gang-related themes. With even one comment on Twitter saying, execution was fire, but the script was not good. In no world does killing off both Connie and Mo make sense to me. It clearly seems like the issues with Kings of Joburg just keep getting more and more worse.
Season 3 with Kings of Johannesburg ushayiwe, but episode 7 the ending is not make sure. Episode 7 editing skills from the editor ayihlulekile. Ayihlulekile, you can see ukuthi hayi bese sibuka Popeye la.
However, people also highlighted that the narrative focus was also not great, because some fans actually believe that the show has lost its edge by centering.
But you see, now I don't want to watch the show because brothers are calling it pop. Manji boy, I don't care if I'm gonna watch the show, but it sounds like it looks pop. From what people are saying, it looks pop. It looks but it looks like it's bombs, dog. It looks like it's boobs, but
too much on Connie Ferguson's character at the expense of other characters like Zolisa Taluva's character Mo, who was seen as a stronger lead in earlier seasons, and this shift is perceived as making the show less compelling, with one comment saying Connie Ferguson low-key ruined Kings of Joburg by making it all about her. The show was perfect when Zolisa was the main character. However, if people thought it would end there, things just went from bad to worse.
I know I'm not the only one who just started watching Kings of Joburg, and I've got a few things to get off my chest. Firstly, can we please talk about the storyline? It's great, it's got great suspense, and it's got like this horror thing going on, but the multi-narrative is confusing me. Number 2, the supporting characters are horrible at acting. I'm sorry to say this.
On the 17th of July, Justin Lewo would post a question to her Twitter saying, what are you willing to admit as black South Africans? And one comment would completely shock everyone, with Mohale saying, Connie Ferguson can't act. And this tweet gaining 3.7 thousand likes. And this comment seemingly just opened the floodgates of criticism, because all of a sudden people were talking about how Connie Ferguson is not a great actor, with one comment saying, nah man, if we're being honest, Connie Ferguson just can't act. And even another comment saying, I love Connie Ferguson, but she can't act. The acting and the script of Kings of Joburg is so...
Yeah, no, but she's pop. Like, from what I've seen her acting, but she's pop. But no offense, though.
Oh bad, guys. I'm trying with all my might to go start season 3 because there's nothing to watch. It's just so terrible. You see, while many people online are criticizing Connie Ferguson's acting, I do though want to make something very clear, and that's the fact that there's no doubt that Connie Ferguson is talented. You see, the truth of the matter is, I know of no actor in South Africa who has created as many job opportunities for actors in South Africa as much as Connie Ferguson. What Connie Ferguson has been able to do,
she doesn't need to know how to act. At this point, she doesn't need to know how to act.
Her production company in South Africa is honestly remarkable, and I don't want her acting to take away from a lot of the positives she's been able to do in South Africa. And I feel as though many of these criticisms can take away from the impact Connie Ferguson has made in the South African acting scene. The amount of jobs she's created, the amount of films she's made, and the amount of money she's generated for actors in South Africa is honestly astonishing. And while you do have many people criticizing Kings of Joburg, you still do have a lot of people singing its praises. And many people who've been watching it on Netflix have actually been enjoying this season, with one comment on Twitter saying Connie Ferguson outdid herself with this season, bold, entertaining and different, and in a great way.
My sister, imagine you're just glazing, my sister. Now you're just on her tip. You're on her dues. Not gonna lie. What do you mean? So everybody's saying it's good, Maro, you're the different one. Alright boy. Bruella's tried to be different, yo.
And this comment going on to gained 262 likes. So it seems as though Kings of Joburg's future is still looking bright. And despite the criticism, many people are still sitting back and waiting to see what exactly will Connie Ferguson come up with next.
Don't care. I will stand on my own if that is the case. I have never had money issues with Connie Ferguson. I have never had my money not arrive on time whilst working for the Ferguson films. My biggest paycheck was from Ferguson Films.
Wow,
I have repeatedly said, I find it so strange, Sis Connie, that you are feeding so many mouths, yet nobody
Stands
will
up for you.
stand up when it's time to say, Kaume man, no, actually, didn't bond in shit. It's because of lo mama.
Me, I didn't talk, I won't lie.
You know all those things.
I didn't talk. Alright, there you have it, guys. Me personally, I think Connie Ferguson is pop at acting, but everything else she's not. Like, we're not gonna take that away from her. She's a young goat. Okay, not a young goat, but she's old. Okay, yo, now that sounds disrespectful. Fede, she's you know what I mean, bro. She's a veteran, she's a veteran. Right? So, nah, she a goat. She's not. But I Fede subscribe though,